Y'all, that game is dog.
Dog, appreciate the 10 gifted.
I'm not playing. Sparking Zero is not dog. But what it is, bro, the players are dog. I hate it with my whole heart. I can't sit here and be playing that consistently. I told you I can't play that for 15 minutes before one to really truly box it outside in the street, bare knuckle until somebody go to sleep.
There's no reward for being good in that game on ranked match because every time that you about to win, a will turn their game off and they get no penalties for it, bro.
They got no penalties. And number one, so look, I haven't even been losing like. It's just annoying.
Now, this is coming off of two things. This is coming off of his chat begging Mark Phillips to play Sparking Zero. And this is also after the news that Sparking Zero apparently has lost 90%.
Yep. That's the Steam.
I'm one of them.
I might say, wasn't that on Steam?
That's on Steam. Still not the best thing. There's explanations for it. Still not the best thing. You never want to hear that. So
90%. There's some metrics about player retention rate of certain video games, top releases in 2023. They look much better than a Sparking Zero. Player retention rates after 1 month after release. Hogwarts, 55%. Diablo 4, 40%. What is this? Is this Baldur's Gate? Damn, this graphic is. Tears of Kingdom. 70%. Baldur's Gate 3, 50%. Starfield, 50%. Modern Warfare 2, 65 percentage points.
That's easy.
Now, there's some stuff that I could get into about this. Apparently, there's some other video games, Chain Together, Content Warning, and Lethal Company. They've all lost 90% of their player base. We talked about Pal World and how that's dropped off. We've talked about that Warner Brothers game. Even the Warner Brothers niggas had to come back. Yeah, Multiverse, the developers had to come back and apologize and stuff like that. I want to start with Sage because he combats this a lot. Are people just growing up?
No, people aren't just growing up. People are getting toxic. So what I mean by that, and it's not even just like there has never been that toxic noob tube kid in your Call of Duty lobby. That has existed and will exist for the end of time. But even on that graph, it's the single player games that like try their damnness to not die out. Furthermore, I wouldn't necessarily be too concerned because a game like Elden Ring will spin the block, drop some DLC, and be back number one. But to stay on subject here, the rank competitive play for like Sparking Zero, which I guess was the introduction of the topic. The reason why it's like just defeating right now is because it's really and this stemmed from a game that was just play with your friends. You didn't have online back then, and if you did, you was the rich nigga. I don't even think it was possible, but if you did, you were the rich nigga. But back then, I remember at least, you had two controllers you could plug in. You play your bro that's right next to you. Sparking Zero to this day, I think B-Souls would say, I don't know if you've been playing no more, and Dama would certainly say, oh, the game is still him if you're playing your friends. You go to rank, ooh. Ooh, because everyone does the same shit. I was gonna have the hot take of the week, but now I gotta come up with one on the fly because we've already addressed this with the NBA. Now I'm about to address it here again. Competitiveness is just ruining a lot of shit. It's just ruining a lot of fun for shit. Because I guess to like Kenny had the point with Apex. I could make the point right now with Overwatch on basically if you're not running the horse, you a troll. Like it's so many games that have potential to be great even, but meta and I need my RP, especially in games where you can close app and not get punished for it, just tank them. You will always see a single player game do fantastic. Single player games go for game of the years, and then them online games they gotta be fuck you good or with an absurdly perfectly schematic I think it's MMR rank system, whatever the case may be, so you don't have to deal with this shit all the time. Because in Sparking, last thing, just to name the characters, if you play single player, you're running into Goku, MUI Goku, you're running into Gogeta, you're running into Dr. Wheelo, some other shit. That 152 characters, you're running into 8. It's crazy.
I just don't. And man, to answer Sage, the question you asked Sage, no niggas aren't growing up, and that's very obvious because niggas aren't realizing simple shit. One, I don't know what game out there where the ranked mode is supposed to be the mode everyone is going to have fun. Don't know when that became the thing. Everyone stopped playing the game because ranked mode is hard and ranked mode is cheesy. And I ain't heard one nigga talk about the world tournament. I ain't heard one nigga talk about just player matches in rooms. Do y'all know what I do when I get on that game before I even touch rank? Yes, I do play rank because I'm trying to get my rank up there. I want to actually get better. But do you know what I do so I don't just run into UI Gokus or the most nastiest DP teams ever? Pause if needed. I go
Fuck,
online.
nigga, that shit was crazy.
Okay, whatever. I go to online.
The craziest DP combos.
That was crazy. The
Here
craziest
you go.
DP
I hate
team.
Go
the
ahead. He's
Nick
trying to get the clip
Carter
off, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is a clip. This is a clip.
No, that was crazy.
No.
He said the nastiest.
Go, bro. Go.
The nastiest DP.
Omar
team?
dragging it, Damo. Omar dragging it.
Oh
He's dragging
my
it.
god.
He's dragging it. He's dragging it.
Anywho. Man, I lost it. See?
Nah, I'm with your point that instead of
Semen
dealing with
alert.
those teams- Jesus Christ.
They have the nastiest DP teams ever. Pause if needed. Yeah, I said it again. I said it twice. I double back.
So sorry. He can't do it. No,
Anyway,
but you were
they
cooking.
run the nastiest teams ever. I go to player match. I go to create a room, and I just play unranked. And do you know what happens? 9 times out of 10, yeah. And I go to team battles. So now I can just do whatever the fuck I want. Hey, I got 5, you got 5. No limits. We just gonna use whoever we gonna use. You know what that does? Makes the game. I give up. I'm done. I can't get a word. All right. Y'all got it.
I got my 5. You got yours.
I swear to God, I didn't say nothing. I stopped laughing. I backed up. I was listening too. The only thing that got me, this nigga, Semen Alette. You know, even come on.
Children. Oh.
No, that's childish. Damo, keep going, bro. Keep going. Pause, but keep going.
Man, nah. So his overarching point was correct, though. The single play. The single player experience is always going to be fun because you don't have to deal with piece of shit fucks. Call of Duty is the outlier, but Call of Duty's whole nature is piece of shit fuck gameplay. So maybe that, I guess, is Mickey to you, but Call of Duty was even the outlier on that graph. I don't know how the game that everybody said should stay unbalanced because the characters, it wasn't balanced back in the day. Yap. But then you go to rank, you're shocked that you see these unbalanced OP ass characters getting picked left and right, and you say the game's bad for it. No, nigga, if you want to turn your brain off, play player match. So yeah,
I do wonder though if there's just a difference with like how people play video games now compared to like decades past. Because I feel like now when a game releases, it's just essentially the game of the month. Like literally, that's what that graph is showing. It's the game of the month. Move on to the next month. You know, people have their 1 or 2 games that they play consistently throughout the year. But outside of that, when another single player game releases, it's the game of the month. I feel like when I was growing up, that wasn't the case. You bought your 3-4 games and you just stuck with them like the whole fucking time.
I'm about to say kind of for the year. I don't remember having a shit ton of video games growing up, like just titles to play.
Yeah.
One point that Cruz did bring up though is that there might be some credence to the fact that content creation has ruined gaming in this aspect.
getting warmer.
And I will say that I think content creation for a lot of people has ruined a bunch of experiences in life because it makes you safer. It just makes you safer. It makes you not want to experience things because I can live vicariously through so and so. Before 2K drops, I can already have the meta build day one because they've already shown it to me. Somebody looks up. I saw a bunch of TikToks. My cousin has sent them to me today, and they were like, "Don't go to Ghana. Don't go to Ghana because this is what's wrong with Ghana. This was wrong with Ghana. This was wrong with Ghana." Now, there's gonna be people that are still like, he's stupid for sure. But there's also gonna be a good amount of people that are like, "Woo, I'm glad I backed out of that." Now, let me look up negative reviews on Amsterdam, and not go there. And so I think that there was just like I'm gonna play the game. I think a lot of these games would have a lot more leg because it would take for me to figure it out as opposed to me having the ability to see other people figure it out and then me not, or talking myself out of it because I've already seen what that can do and not made it work or put my 2 cents into it. I even though I did see it back in the day, I always bring the video game shit back to Modern Warfare 2. I saw what people were doing, but it wasn't really like the biggest thing in the world. I experimented. I really saw other people doing shit from stealing a class after I died so many times. You remember you could steal somebody's class after you died a lot?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was doing.
I just don't know what games niggas was playing growing up. I don't know what niggas think gaming is. One, I do agree, content creation is definitely killing casual gaming, especially with the barrier for entry for what it takes to be a content creator. Because the amount of people with damn TTV in their name, the amount of TikTok niggas that is just propping their phone up at their TV and on TikTok Live, whooping ass on the daily is crazy on that game. So the barrier for entry for being a content creator or a streamer for a lot of these games is just so much lower. So many more people are playing meta and sweaty as hell. When it comes to Sparky Zero in the conversation about the 90% drop off after a month, I would look at any game, especially a fighting game. How much content is being put in the fighting game in the first month to where I'm seeing people, it's just not rewarding. It's not, you don't get enough stuff for just winning games, and you don't get enough for winning. I thought about when I first got into Mortal Kombat. When Mortal Kombat 11 first dropped, that was the last fighting game I was really like into, where I was playing like a lot of hours, played ranked, tried to play a little competitive. The first month into that, unless you pre-ordered something, you didn't get nothing. All you did was progress in the rankings, and that's it. You unlock the same shit in terms of cosmetics and maybe a different couple type of fighters, but mainly cosmetics. It's the beginning of the game. I thought it was a known thing. The first couple of months, just play the game, get used to the game. People are complaining about what you get for playing the game. I don't understand that. I genuinely don't get that at all. I don't know what's supposed to be. So I thought the rewarding part, and I can acknowledge, niggas quitting out of games, so I'm not ranking up. Big problem. I can acknowledge that being a problem. What else do you want from winning in a fighting game outside of ranking up in, again, ranked of all places?
Well, yeah, y'all have gotten warmer. Damo, pretty damn close. The issue for me is simply that the content creation, it's not the creators, it's not the people that are having fun trolling or whatever and are just unironically good. I'll name a creator just to shout him out, like C-Reacts. Like, when he's just better than you at shit, that's fine, but he's still having fun with the game. However, some of you niggas just play the Pokemon theme every time you boot a game up. Like, you just want to be the very best that no one ever was. So as a result, like that RP shit just consumes your body, just makes you act different. And there's proof of this in the creator sphere. I'll shout out another creator, but he's like Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I think his name's like Young Groovy, something like that. He's a Madden player. Hear me out. The nigga literally plays like my career Madden edition on rookie, screams CTE every play, and just runs people over, stiff arms them, punches his mic or whatever, and just having a good time. You go to his comments every time. Some people get it. Most people get it. They're laughing. Every now and then, most of his comments, this is a Ricky? What the fuck? You're not good. Like, oh my, like, and that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Because, like, literally, here's a motherfucker just going around pancaking people every play with an offensive lineman, talking about giving niggas CTE, going to Jamal Adams, like, yo, give me Jamal, I want Jamal. And then you niggas have a problem with it because he's not playing all Madden, playing some of the best Madden players in the world. Like, come on, bro. This gaming shit is fun until you niggas try your damnness to not make it fun. Not everybody want to be ass catching, bro. Now, like, let niggas play the game and have fun. My God.
Bezos, I saw those Boston Celtics rings opening night, and boy, am I jealous. I know I got to get my money up for that one.
Yeah, Atlanta ain't gonna get one soon. So
are you so I might as well buy one? Is what you're saying?
You might as well. You might need some money though.
Okay. I guess I better get the prize picking because you're tripping right now.
Yeah. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video, our personal favorite way to play daily fantasy sports.
And I'm gonna need to save up a lot of money to get that ring. So it's a good thing that Prize Picks does weekly promotions that can increase my chances up to 25%. Cause I'm gonna need it.
And with the NBA season coming back, let's go ahead and make some picks. It's been a while since I've gotten a hater pick off, man. I am not high on Harrison Barnes in big 2024. So we're going to go with less on his points, rebounds, and assists, just because.
Oh, my gosh. And I'm not so confident in the new look Sacramento Kings. So for De'Aaron Fox, first game, I'm going to go less.
I'm honestly pretty confident in these lineups right here. So let's go ahead and put $15 instead of the usual 10. Click submit lineup, and boom, that is how you make a lineup on Prize Picks.
Go to prizepicks.com and enter code LKIAB to receive a guaranteed $50 once you play $5 in lineups.
Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Links to everything will be in the description down below.
Yeah, but you can't, and I think that's where Mark and them get frustrated, is because you can't be bad anymore. You can't run this type of class anymore. You can't do these other things because even as Kenny said, there's a meta in just about anything. If you don't have this type of mic, if you don't have this type of camera, if you don't have this type of lens, you're not going to be a good content creator. If you don't have this type of loadout, if you're not using this type of controller, if you're not using this character, then you're not going to be good at the game. I think there may be some validity to how the developers are making the games, but they might even be throwing too much shit into the games. Half-assed games could work. I think half-built games could work. The only reason why half-built games don't work is because people are so much focused on dominating in this game as opposed to having fun on the game, that it's not like, a thing anymore. And like we said, the NBA, there's metas in all these games. But what happened to the dude that used to pick, all the starter Pokemon used to get picked? Why do I have to see videos on YouTube where people are picking one starter Pokemon? I also say this. I think if friends got together and played more games than we and not really gave a fuck about other people's commentary, then I think that it would work. Like, I think we could all play Black Ops 6 and it would work. But
yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I guess to put a bow on the subject, I want to be the person to say this. Let me be insanely clear. We are talking about an issue with gaming. I disagree if the overarching title, thumbnail, whatever is gaming is not. Hell no, gaming ain't dying. Not even close. Gaming is arguably peaking if you want to be one of those people, but there is definitely a fat ass elephant issue in the room, and it's certainly niggas that's just for some reason just gotta be the best at every game they play, and if they're not, they drop the game, versus just being like, damn, I'm not good at this game.
I think we just need to reframe exactly like what success is for a video game, kind of similar to album sales and like how week one sales matter. Like, if you know for a fact that the gaming industry is headed in a way where motherfuckers just play games for a month and drop it, then maybe not measure a game success off of how much their whatchamacallit, like their viewership dropped in that first month. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't necessarily account for the quality of the game. That's just the way the gaming industry is. Like, it shouldn't take away from like what Sparking Zero is, because people were making the same argument about Wukong, because when Wukong dropped, they were breaking all these fucking numbers, all these records, selling out all these different things. But then people brought up after the first month their user base dropped by 90%. And everyone's just making a case, bro. A lot of these single player games, they make their money on launch. It's a single player game. Motherfuckers finish the game, they drop it, and once the DLC drops, like what you said with Elden Ring, they'll just bring it back up.
Yeah, but and also people are bad interpreters of data, because that is value, that is true for a lot of the story based games. Like, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. Now, if you're making a conversation about the non-story based games that are supposed to last a year until the next iteration comes out, sure, that's where a problem could lie. But if we're talking about a game that truly it's only supposed to have X amount of play value, and now people are speed running through games, that may be another conversation. The amount of speed runners and content creators that have to get it out there and pump it, that's something different. But yeah, some stuff does have a lifespan, gang. I don't know. Every game can't be GTA 4 or 5 or whatever. Every game can't be that.
And every game isn't supposed to maintain an active player count of 1 million players or 900 something thousand players. I remember college football came out, the infamous screenshot. Yeah, it's 960,000 playing now, but when 2K drop, watch these numbers come down. And I'm like, that's the problem with the game industry right there. Niggas like that, like people with that mindset, they wake up and go on about their day operating like, if you don't like what I like, fuck what you like. You know, it went away from, well, I play the games I play, you play the games you play. Omar said it fine. When he grew up, it wasn't a lot of game titles in the household. Me personally, abundance of games. I kept the game on me. I was a gamer. I had hella games for the games for the consoles I had. Now, did I have 17 iterations of NBA Live? Yes. Live on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it was a lot of the same games. But it was a lot of games, and I would take them shits in the GameStop, trade them in, and that's how I play new shit. But in terms of how the gaming is now, I would still agree with people. I've never at once had an abundance of games where it was just like the genres would constantly change, and I just had this many games at my display. Like, nah, growing up, 2K, Live, Madden, a fighting game, that was it. It was real simple.
But when I say an abundance of titles, like, yeah, we had the whatever the basketball game was every iteration. But what I'm saying is, like, to the point where there's a game dropping every month and we got it every month.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
We didn't. If you had that,
I don't know about y'all, but
yeah, we didn't have that.
Hey,
you get your game.
I got $60 for 2K. Everything else is extra credit. No cap.
Hey, brother.
I just spent my money on games. That was my issue. But I bought the little Game Boy games for like $5. That's how I did it.
And I'm
just trading shit in every week. I'm trading something in.
I'm about to date myself. We did on every Friday. We went to like Blockbuster and rented movies and games and stuff like that. Not in an abundance. I think there might have been a time where me and Marcel could get a game apiece, or we had to get one game and we all get a movie. So my mom pick a movie, and then Marcel pick a movie, I pick a movie, and then we get one game or whatever the case may be. But something along those lines. But that was how I was playing like a bunch of games, and then those were demos of the games. So it's not like I was just spending $60 every week, 2 weeks.
No, they're not.
Yeah, that's for the rich motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I was a Redbox, GameFly. GameFly saved careers. I was a GameFly merchant, Redbox merchant, and then I was a GameStop glass Game Boy games, and they had like it literally looked like if you went to like one of them stores that got the little clearance racks, but like not a rack, it's like a box. And in there was just a bunch of games that niggas traded back in. And it would be like $2.99, $5.99. Like I got Def Jam for $5. Going through that bitch in there. Oh, me. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not Fight for New York. It's Vendetta. Guess who was playing Vendetta? I didn't give a fuck.
Friends at school. I was trading games with friends at school. I don't know if y'all was doing that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I ain't have a DS or Game Boy or shit like that, so I wasn't trading no PlayStation games with nobody.
I was tapped in with the Pokey Nerds. I had Platinum. He had Fire Red. I lost my Game Boy. I said, "Word, see you in a week." I saw games.
I traded the whole Game Boy Advance with somebody. My mom beat my ass.
Oh no, I had to hide it. Yeah, there was one specific week I traded my DS for a PSP. I got cooked. I just wanted to play Street 3 one more time.
And I'll say this: I had an abundance of cousins that played different games too.
Mm-hmm.
So playing different games, like I had a cousin that was exclusively Xbox. I had other cousins that was like that was like a Nintendo household because they were younger. Me and my brother had PlayStation. So when I went to these different that's how I played a lot of games. This whole on a month you can drop down and come back up. Maybe I'm just not in the video games like that.
Got Game Pass too.
Yeah.
All the games are free.
Game Pass do save lives. I'll admit that. I was an Xboxer. I'm not an Xboxer no more, but when I got FIFA. Oh shit, go. It's on
games is $70.
That's the crazy thing to me. I remember when games were from 60 to 70.
Yeah, if it was 49 back in my day.
Niggas just accepted it. I was like, we just ain't nobody gonna fuck with crazy. All right.
Don't get me started on in-game transactions. Fuck DLC. Oh God, hey,
That's
people
the-
wanna like the character faster.
But you know what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how can you even get into a game if you off it in a month like that? Like, unless you just really sitting down
Playing that bitch.
Yeah, like just like playing that bitch. How can you really get into the whole game?
But you know what's funny? Niggas don't really be liking these games. I was talking about this in the Discord. A lot of these are just trend and fad games. And it's crazy how many studios is getting off $70 fad games. Like you can have that conversation. How much are you really getting into a game playing it in a month? But these niggas have bought every 2K for the last 10 years. They have played every Call of Duty in the last 10 years and play that throughout the year. They aren't all, we don't talk about the retention numbers of Call of Duty and 2K for you niggas after a month because y'all aren't dropping those games because y'all like Call of Duty and 2K. Y'all don't like.
But y'all don't complain the whole time.
Yeah, y'all
No,
gonna
but
play
you
the
like
whole
2K though, right?
Huh?
You like 2K though, right?
Not really. Nah.
Mm,
Still ass.
okay.
I mean, the community still ass, but hey,
Okay.
what are you gonna do? Play 24? I am, but
Wait, are you playing 24?
oh, my girl Xbox downstairs. Whenever I'm like watching the baby and I can't be upstairs, I boot up 24. I'm like, all right, you chilling.
I played 2K a long time outside of social.
Mister, we done with 2K, man. The last one standing.
But I just yeah,
That's
I know
tough.
people watch games based off of like Kai Cenat's recommendation and shit like that. I can't come to purchasing a game and then dropping it. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm holding on to the nostalgia, but 60.
I still play Baldur's Gate. Shit,
I
let
need
me
to
tell
get-
y'all my hours right now.
I need to get $60 worth of fucking game, and that's a whole year of game. Or maybe when the price drops. Maybe when the price drops.
That's what a lot of people do. That's what my bro who owes me a game. You still me, nigga. He's doing that for Black Ops 6 when it's on a deal whatsoever. That's when I had that jump. But yeah, I'll say this: a lot of my games, and this is not a flex. Touch grass, please, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I hit 100 hours on like a lot of the games I play. So if I buy the game, I'm trying to play the game for real.
Oh, that's a fact. If I buy it, I'm definitely gonna play it. Now, should I get game shared and shit like that? Total different story. I might not play them as much. You know, it is shit that come on Game Pass. Might not play it as much. I ain't have to drop the $70 for it. But the shit I buy, Call of Duty, will be played. But when I even buy Call of Duty, it's on Game Pass.
I have $500 of Baldur's Gate. Jesus,
That's
not
Let's
too
get
much.
it.
Not too much. Not too much. Hold on.
You
Hold
a
on.
gator for real.
I was like, you are Baldur's Gate for real.
Hey man,
Is
I
it
got
really that good? You still,
I got
play it?
Yeah, I still play it because it's too many ways. It's too many ways to play the game. Like you talked about the single player shit that don't apply to Baldur's Gate. That's why it's the GOAT. There's like 50 fucking stories. The Cruz is right here. Cruz, producer Cruz. Am I cap? There's like 50 fucking stories. 50 ways to play the game.
Let's get into some super chats before we go on to the next thing. This is Butterman.
He's heating up. He's on fire.
Says for $4.99, man, I miss playing Sid Meier's Pirates and Civ 2. This is him talking about the Xbox as well.
He's on
These
fire.
go together. Shout out to Butterman 19 Butterman 98 $4.99 says everybody saying Xbox or PS or DS. I remember on the Commodore 64 my uncle had. Okay.
Well, I'm not trying to beat nerd allegations, but Butterman, they don't get it. I do. Sid Meier's Civ 6, Civ Revolution. Those are some go-to games.
But why not just go back to playing it too?
I got the mines on the console, so I still do. I just don't see the hours because I stopped paying for PS share. But
That's what some people are doing with 2K. They're just like, oh, fuck it. Let me play 2K15.
I'm about to say, yeah, I got 2K16 downloaded downstairs, and my PS2 with NBA Streets is plugged in. Oh, and I got a special surprise for y'all when we do the next meetup, man. I got everybody created on NBA Streets, and we will be using ourselves on NBA Streets.
Oh God,
Okay.
terrified.
Shouts out to Jay Kinsey.
He's on fire.
Sir, 10 Canadian dollars says the community doesn't even allow streamers to play single player games on normal mode anymore. It has to be on hard, or you won't get views, or those views will laugh at you in your own chat.
Yep, I mean that's kind of why I wasn't trying to just glaze Buddy. He probably doesn't even watch YouTube streams, but that's why the guy on Instagram was referring to. Yeah, the only slander he gets on his channel is, "Oh, you're playing on rookie." The whole thing is comedy. The whole thing is his experience of the game. Let alone, obviously, some niggas don't want to. If you could put Elden Ring on easy, A lot of niggas would lie to you, Chad. I'm sorry to tell you. A lot of niggas, if they could do it and get away with it, would put Elden Ring on easy because some niggas don't got Kai hours of time trying to learn how to beat the game. They just want to beat the game.